Will there be a Super Mario Odyssey 2? The question we've all been asking. If so, when will we see it? Nintendo is known to be unpredictable. They do whatever they want, when they want, and how they want. Nintendo doesn't listen to your cries and complaints. Nintendo isn't attentive to the criticism or requests of their fans. They frankly don't even care about you. They know that their games are so good that you'll buy whatever they put out. So whether they make you wait for 1, 2, 5, or even 10 years for the next 3D Mario game, they know you'll be first in line to purchase. Nintendo's been making video games since 1975, so they've had their fair share of time at perfecting their craft. In 2017, over 30 years after the birth of Mario, Nintendo delivers one of the greatest games the universe has ever seen, Super Mario Odyssey. Super Mario Odyssey is unlike anything Nintendo has released before. It pays homage to previous Mario titles, it fuses classic 2D Mario with the 3D world, its sandbox structure allows for what seems like endless exploration in some of the most gorgeous levels the Mario universe has ever seen. It introduces one of Mario's most excellent companions who allows you the ability to possess virtually anything that breathes or moves. The main game is far from difficult, and even after completion, there is plenty of exploring left for the player with hundreds and hundreds of power moons to collect. Super Mario Odyssey is such a good game, it's hard to imagine how they'll follow it up. Nintendo's released one major 3D title per console except for Super Mario Galaxy and Galaxy 2. So who's to say Nintendo isn't currently working on the sequel to Mario Odyssey as we speak? Well, we could say for certain that they are working on something. Back in October of 2019, just 2 years after the release of Super Mario Odyssey, Nintendo posted 2 new job listings on its official Japanese website, seeking out those talented with level design. One of which being for a new 2D action game and the other for a new 3D action game, alluding to the release of a new Super Mario Bros. Title and a new 3D Mario title. Which would make sense, as Nintendo Switch doesn't have an exclusive new Super Mario Bros. Game to its name. Instead, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe is a port of the original New Super Mario Bros. U released in 2012 for Nintendo Wii U. So it's safe to assume that Nintendo is currently working on the next Super Mario platformer. The real question is, will it be a direct sequel to Super Mario Odyssey? Well, we can't say. Nintendo could do what they did with Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 and give us a direct sequel, or they could provide us with something entirely new like they did with Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine. Regardless of what Nintendo chooses to put out, it's going to be awesome. Why do I say this? I'll share it with you. Remember Super Mario 3D World, that 4-player 3D platformer that Nintendo released in 2013 on the Nintendo Wii U? Well, in 2021, 8 years after its original release, Nintendo decided to port that game over to Nintendo Switch, with a bonus, Bowser's Fury mode. Nintendo teased Bowser's Fury with trailers leading up to its release, but none of us had any clue what this game was capable of. Nintendo somehow managed to do it again, creating a masterpiece Mario adventure with a unique addictive style. They took the same mechanics from 3D World that we know and love and incorporated it with a new way of exploring, a giant sandbox level that encompasses the entire game within. Granted, it's not a full-scale Super Mario game, but it does exhibit Nintendo's capabilities of creating fun and unique adventures, which should serve as hope for what Nintendo is currently working on right now. One of the cool things that made Super Mario Odyssey unique compared to its predecessors is it's the first Mario game to introduce the ability to switch out Mario's outfit while playing the game. From dozens of outfits to unlock, Nintendo hits home with a couple of them, like the Mario 64 suit, the Metal Mario suit, and even the Sunshine outfit. Granted, these fits serve no purpose other than to add aesthetic and nostalgia value, but a lot of us appreciated that nostalgic throwback. The same feeling we get when we play in Peach's Castle Gardens from Super Mario 64. Nintendo recreated Peach's Castle and turned it into its own kingdom, which left plenty of fans asking how come they didn't create kingdoms paying homage to some of the other previous 3D Mario titles aside from Mario 64. How cool would it have been to play an Isle Delfino, running around and collecting power moons or shines? Missed opportunity there. But there's hope. If indeed Nintendo is to create Super Mario Odyssey 2, they could give us what they didn't give in Super Mario Odyssey. So what would Odyssey 2 look like if that's what we're getting next? Imagine Mario and Cappy start up the Odyssey for another adventure around the world, this time exploring different kingdoms. Nintendo's definitely proven their ability to design exciting worlds that are expansive, entertaining to explore, and appealing to the eye. Take for example the Wooded Kingdom. It has a lot going on with tons of different enemies to battle and exciting tasks to complete, making it an extremely unique level, the likes of which no 3D Mario game has seen before. Or take for example Seaside Kingdom, a beautiful beachside level with gorgeous underwater exploration. Unlike previous Mario titles, Nintendo addresses underwater play in this game by allowing for smooth underwater movement with fantastic scenery and fun tasks to complete. Granted, none of these kingdoms are nostalgia-inducing like the Mushroom Kingdom, which pays respect to Super Mario 64. However, it gives players plenty to dream about for what to expect if Super Mario Odyssey 2 is what we're getting. Just like Nintendo incorporated nostalgic outfits from previous Mario titles, and planted little hidden Easter eggs around the game that shouted out previous Mario classics and adventures, we can expect Nintendo to design kingdoms that take players down nostalgia lane in the next Mario Odyssey title. It would make sense that Nintendo refrained from doing this in Super Mario Odyssey to challenge their capabilities at creating new unique levels that gave the players a fresh experience, especially considering that Mario Odyssey was one of Nintendo Switch's earlier games, so it had to be a heavy hitter. Now that Nintendo have proven themselves, it would make sense that we'd not only get new kingdoms in Super Mario Odyssey 2, but we'd also get throwback kingdoms from other Nintendo titles like Luigi's Mansion, Donkey Kong Country Returns, or Mario Sunshine. Nintendo might even allow players to revisit certain kingdoms from the original Super Mario Odyssey, like imagine playing through a different side of Metro Kingdom. It's still the Metro Kingdom, but we explore a different part of that gigantic city. How cool would that be? But again, Nintendo might just ditch an Odyssey sequel and give us something entirely different. Even then, that wouldn't be bad at all. Just like I mentioned earlier with Bowser's Fury, Nintendo was capable of designing an addictive Mario adventure, the likes of which we haven't seen before. For all we know, the next 3D Mario game could be something different from Odyssey. That's what Nintendo could be doing right now. Nintendo just seemed to push the limits with each 3D Mario game they put out, from world design to movement to even the story. Nintendo perfect each of their titles and constantly find new ways to innovate. So whether we get Odyssey 2 or an entirely new 3D Mario game, you know and Nintendo knows it's going to sell. You'll buy it on day one and you know you'll love it. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.